Hi, this is Denise Mathew, and today I'm going to do a gemstone rondelle ring. I've done a couple here already, and according to how much you wrap in the center, they become bigger or smaller, and I have a bigger one here. This is done with carnelian, and the other one is done with amethyst. I'll have the details on the bottom of the tutorial. So today I'm going to use some apatite beads, and also just some, I've got this is a 26 gauge wire and a usually between 18 to 20, but I'm using a 20 for the main part of the ring, and the apatite are about, I don't know, about 4 or 5 millimeters. Make this ring one size smaller than what I want. So if I want to do a size 7, go up to a size 6, all right, and put it on so that both sides are even on the mandrel. Wrap it around like this. Okay. Now the most important thing here is that you don't want to have any of the wires crossing. You want them all sort of parallel side by side like that. Okay, now that I have that, keep it on that same space on the 6, and then kind of do a twist like that. All right, and that will keep it in place. Just increase that twist. So I'm just kind of, one side is going like that, and then the other side is going like that. So I'm going sort of in a vortex, kind of a circle way. Now I can do a few times, all right? And it really doesn't matter how much you do. Now the more you do in the center, the bigger the base, and the more the beads will not be as close together, and you'll see more of the center. So I think that's about right for me. Now that it's wrapped in the center, so I have exactly what I want, I'm just going to slide it off the mandrel. And this is where I start putting my apatite beads on. And put it around about 5 times. And I'm just going to take that other half, and you can slide it down because you can slide it back up, whatever is easiest for you. So I'm just going to slide it down so I can work with it a little bit better, use all that tail up. And there we are. And then take the pliers and just push it all together so it's nice and tight. Okay, and if there's a little tail there, you can just trim it off. And then tuck it in to make sure there's no stray wires. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to push those together and to string on an apatite bead. Okay. Always check your beads against your wire. I say it a lot of times, but it's always an important thing to do. Okay, so now that that's on there, right there, like that, so it's sort of flat on the thing, on the wire. 1, 2, 3 wraps done. String another one on. Okay, and flat again. 1, 2, 3, push it in, and then I'm gonna do one more. All right, flat again. Now I'm just going to trim that back and tuck in any stray wires. Push it as close to that spiral as I can get. I've already done it pretty close already. All right, now I'm going to just start doing the same thing on the other side. So start with the 5 wraps. A little bit of the tail. Push it together. Trim that little bit. Just use my pliers to squeeze that against the wire so nothing's going to poke anybody. Okay, push it in. Start stringing on some more apatite beads. All right, that's 1. Push it in. One more. And side by side. Alright, same one. And then just stabilize that. 1, 2, 3. And now that I have the 3 beads on both sides, push it around the spiral like this. I'm going to start bending that wire around, so if you notice it's starting to form a bit of a flower kind of look. Now the reason why I haven't cut that wire is because sometimes when you push everything together it seems like there should be one more bead there. So what I'm going to do now is just going to add one more bead just to make it more even. And sometimes it'll be fine with the 6 and sometimes you'll need the 7. So and again, if you want to use more beads you can do that too, and that would just make a bigger flower. So I'm just going to put it on the top again. Okay. This time I'm going to trim it because I know that that's correct. Alright. Okay, so now we have, this is what it's looking at like now. Oops, that one. Push that in. Okay. So that gives you sort of a more even look. Okay, so now that we're there, I'm going to wrap it around once just underneath, and this is just sort of holding it in place a little bit. Okay, make sure it's tight because if it's not, you're going to lose that shape of your flower. Okay, so now that's that. Now to finish this ring, all I need to do is start to, I'm going to actually trim these, I've cut them too long. Okay, so now start to wrap it around the base of the ring, and that's going to get my ring put together. Find a little bit and try and make your wraps even on both sides. So just taking that last little bit of wire, and don't worry, you can always push these together, so they're separated right now, but you know, after I get them all that wire done, I will push it together and make it look a little neater. Alright, so I'm going to push that together. Just take my chain nose pliers and push it together. And trim that back. Again, I can go back and make sure that nothing is sharp or going to give me trouble. And don't worry if your ring looks a little out of shape, we're going to put it back on the mandrel to size it. Okay, last little wrap, and we will just put it back on the mandrel. And as I've shown you before, I'm going to size it. So I wanted a size 7, I went to a 6, and so I'm going to do my hammering now. Okay, so you can just push it together at the last little bit just to make sure everything is fine, and that would be your finished ring. I hope you liked this tutorial. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.